With great love and respect in my heart, I greet you from the holy city of Varanasi. Before we begin today, let's take a moment to arrive and settle down. So wherever you are, just pull your spine straight, open your shoulders, lighten your mind, and close your eyes. Invite that peace, calming, cooling sensation in your eyes. Thinking of a beautiful sunflower unfolding, relax your facial muscles. Imagine a glow around your face. Kanti. Relax your neck, shoulders, spine, softening the belly. Get grounded. Grounded. Connect with that breath that's coming in and going out on its own, effortlessly. How sweet it feels as we think of gratitude for this breath that's keeping us alive with each visit. Pay attention to the interaction of the breath with your body, the joy, the contentment, the nourishment every single cell of your body receives with this breath. The miracle is happening within us every moment. Mind will go to other things outside, but here we sit to bring the mind back home. Back in the temple that our body is. Life force coming in and going out. As we sit with this breath, become aware of the stillness of your body. As your mind goes to your stillness, you become aware of that glow all around you. Glowing outline of your body, breath coming in and going out effortlessly. Calm your eyes a bit more. Soften your body just mentally. Let the breath come in and go on its own. Nothing more, just greeting each breath, rejoicing each visit. Feel the contraction and expansion of the self with each breath. For your imagination, imagine the breath is rising from the navel, coming towards your heart. As it comes towards the heart, beautiful heart lotus unfolds. As you breathe out, the lotus closes. Entertain that this image, breath coming in from the navel towards the heart, heart lotus unfolding. As the breath goes out, heart lotus closes. As the next breath comes up and the heart lotus opens, keep it open. Keep the heart lotus open in your mind. Each petal of the lotus is glistening in its perfection. Little dewdrops on the petals and the golden light above the lotus, filling the heart sky. Let the mind stay at the heart. Holding the golden light in the Hridayakash, the sky of the heart. Now, think of your eyes being absolutely still. As the eyes become still, mind becomes still. Stillness of the body, stillness of the breath, stillness of the eyes, stillness of the mind. Mind is resting in the center of the forehead. On the top of the triangle between the two eye sockets and center of the forehead rests the mind. Pausing the breath, concentrate on the mind, resting. And then gently release the breath. As you sit with your mind resting in the center of the forehead, A light emerges from the inner depth. And slowly we open our eyes, greet ourselves, greet each other. It's a beautiful day in the city of Varanasi. The whole city is bustling with people, people who are returning from Kumbh Mela, all the sadhus, all the yogis who have been camping at the confluence of the three rivers, Ganga, Yamuna, and Saraswati. Now they're returning. And when they return from Prayagraj, they definitely come to the holy city of Varanasi, the home of Lord Shiva, where he's supposed to reside permanently. And I was just sitting one day, yesterday, in the hut downstairs. Three people came from Israel, elderly, 70, 70. Well, I shouldn't say elderly. I'm right there. So I'm one of that too. They came and sat down. After a little time, I asked them, where are they coming from? They said, we are coming from Kumbh Mela. This is our first visit to India. And what an amazing experience. I said, what did you come here to find? They said, I don't know what I came here to find. So, well, if you go somewhere, what you spend all the time and energy, you spend money, you must have an idea that what you will find there. So one person said, I came here to find peace. I asked him, did he find peace in that noise and crowd? And the other person said, I didn't find peace outside, but something in me was very observant that how much a person has to go through, how much discomfort they have to put their body to find God. Because in Kumbh Mela, you see all kinds of sadhus. Somebody's lying on the bed of nails. Somebody's sitting surrounded by fires. Somebody's totally neglecting their hair and the nails. And somebody has buried themselves in the ground with their head sticking up for days. So people do all kinds of austerities. He said, I was very taken by the austerity of humans. Nobody is forcing them, nobody is paying them any money. But what is it in them that encourages them to go to that extreme? I said, yes, if you're really looking for something with that intensity, that becomes your focus, driven by that idea, all these yogis, sadhus are doing that. He said, what happens to us that we want to find God, but little discomfort comes, little problem comes, and we are totally distracted. I said, you got it. Whether you found God standing in front of you or not, but just to have that realization that what we are seeking, we may have to go through some discomfort. In the beginning, it is a little discomfort, but in long range, it becomes the source of our strength. It gives us an identity. Our life becomes a life of inspiration to others. In my journey, I meet all kinds of people, mostly being in this role that I am in. Everybody is looking for a spiritual life, people looking for God, people looking for purpose, meaningfulness of life. And I notice what most of the people are really looking for is little comfort, comfort of the body, comfort of the mind. And we spend all our time and energy trying to satisfy that need, that hunger of the senses. In yogic journey, the first thing is you talked about is paying attention to the hunger of your senses. Eyes, ears, taste buds, touch, smell. Just to satisfy the hunger of these senses, we spend so much time and energy. And then we say we are looking for God. If you're looking for God, if you're looking for some higher, we have to transcend the hungers of the senses. Senses become a little hungry, mind joins in, and mind sends the signal, and there we run. We are running with our mind. The founder of our lineage, Baba Kinaram, says, Man bhagay to bhagan de, tu mat bhag sharir. If the mind is running, let it run. Oh body, don't run with it. Anyway, sitting with those three men was a very sweet moment. I had them sit down outside, be quiet for 5, 10 minutes and just watch the river flow. And they came back and they said, Babaji, all this time we were in India, we have not experienced this peace where we are not surrounded by multitudes of people, where there is no noise, there is no somebody telling you where to go, what to do. We were always surrounded by people, surrounded by things. This is the first place where we came and became still and quiet. Thank you for giving us this experience. I didn't do anything. I just told them to go and sit. Yes, our ashram is a quiet place, a little away from all the hubbub. We create the environment where a person could become a little quiet, a little still. Then what is inside you, you experience it. And I kept smiling at myself that I don't do anything. I just create spaces, hold spaces where people can just connect with what is already there. It's already there. You don't have to go out and look for it. So seeing the joy and the light in their eyes was very meaningful for me. They have been here for 2, 3 weeks, but just being here for half an hour, finding 5 minutes to be quiet alone, they connected with something, they tasted something. They had never tried meditation. They got an experience of something that is already in there. And that experience will never leave them. It's like you see the ocean. You have never tasted it. You've seen it, at least you dip your finger in it and bring it to your tongue. In that instant, you know the entire ocean's taste. And that taste you never forget. If we can give that experience to somebody that we love, somebody we know, somebody is restless, unhappy, I think that's a great service. And it's not only me, you can do that too. You can do that. Provided you make a little shift in your own life. How do you see somebody? If you see somebody restless and unhappy and you put him in a box, oh, he's like that. And then, yes, he's like that. You know better. Maybe you can take it as a challenge without feeling I'm holier than thou or I'm going to save you. Just make a little effort. Think that, okay, I have been exposed to spiritual life. I have been doing some work. Maybe I can help this person somehow. I'm not asking you to be a preacher. I'm asking you to just make a shift, touch one heart at a time. Take on one person and without trying to change them overnight. Baby steps. Can you help them somehow? And in the effort of helping them, you'll be helping yourself. So it's not like when we are helping somebody out there, I'm not helping myself. You're helping yourself too. It happens. Naturally, it happens. But your focus is not on you. Your focus is on the other person. It's up to each one of us to find a way to communicate, find a way to talk to the other person who is irritating us, who is angry with us, or who is angry with themselves. How do you talk to that person? How do you calm that person down? You can do that. But before you calm the other person down, you have to calm yourself, not be in a place of reacting or judging. Comes from a place of accepting who they are, where they are. Accept them fully without judgment, without some charge in your body. Baba said to me, when your life becomes a life of service, you truly connect with the inner joy. The day you begin to look for that happiness in the happiness of others. If you can make one person happy, you become happy. What sometimes happens, if we make somebody happy, immediately we want them to acknowledge it. We want them to return some favor back. No, that's not seva. You are already paid. You have already received because you have made them happy. You can pat yourself on the back. Good job, Howie. So it's like that. And it's a small, boonda boonda se ghat bhara, every drop fills the bucket. If you could make one person smile, you have done a great job for the day. The joy that comes out of that witnessing and that acknowledging cannot be compared to anything. I saw somebody here, there was a woman who had lost her husband last year, and she has not smiled. She has not come out of her house. She reached out and I kind of encouraged her to come to the ashram. And in front of me, she was always crying because I'm in the father role. So she was always crying. And then I just walked away from there. And I have a friend here who is staying at the ashram, and she took it on herself and made that person smile. And the son said, Mom has not smiled in a year. And she invited her to come and cook with her. And there was a picture of smiling and cooking, and she made a delicious meal. I think something has shifted. What great joy it is that you could really help somebody to turn their life around. And that woman who has been sitting there groping in fear, anger, sadness, has taken the shift. And every time she's happy, vibrations coming out of her being will come and touch you because you are the catalyst for that smile. Big things don't take lots, they take very little. There was a doctor in Marin County, came to visit me once. And he said, Babaji, I used to be a very spiritual person. I used to meditate every day. And I went to Bali and I brought this big statue of Buddha and put him right in front of my office. But something happened. And now when I go to my office, I avoid looking at Buddha because I haven't been meditating and I feel guilty. I said to him, can you do one favor? Tomorrow, you go to your office, park the car, get out, look at any bushes. If there is a flower, just pick one flower, walk to Buddha, stand in front of him, look straight in his eyes, and just offer that flower, and then go. A week later, he came and he said, Babaji, now I'm meditating again. It was not a big counseling. It was not a big therapy. It was not a big, it was simple act. One moment of stopping and turning, doing things that you have been avoiding, that because of the guilt, just grabbing the bull by the horn, stop, offer the flower. Something happens. So big shifts don't take, big changes don't take a big event. It takes a small event. Your presence, Purna Bhav, with full dedication. I'm here, present, doing this. Something shifts in us. Otherwise, our mind can keep us running and here, there, experience that, experience this. I want this. Clearing it all and just taking a few moments and being with yourself gives us everything that we are looking for. So I really don't have anything on my mind. Just talked with you, and it feels so good to just sit and look at you, connect with you, and say whatever is on my mind. I hope there is something in it for you that you can pick it up. Otherwise, leave it where it came from. I bow to that stillness within you and love to hear from you if anybody has anything to say. Unmute yourself and say hi.
Thank you, Babaji.
Hi, Babaji.
Pranam Babaji.
Narayan Urja.
I have a question, Babaji.
Yes.
I was listening to you and I was thinking about what you said, the bhav of offering and making an effort. And when do we know when we are, sometimes we come across situations where we feel very depleted or feel like, um, you know, we are only connected to because people need something from us. How do we maintain our stillness and not let the ego overtake us there, but also know when to sort of say, thank you?
Mhm. When you catch yourself in that situation, just pause your breath. Pause your breath. And then slowly release it, slowly let it come out, and do it in a way that the person in front of you doesn't even know what you're doing. Just stopping the breath right here. Pausing the breath, taking a breath in, taking a breath out 2 or 3 times. That diffuses the charge. And that gives you a little time really to say what you need to say. Yes, there are only people, people are very needy sometimes. They're always there. They need your attention. They need this, they need that. But there is a time when you say, that's enough. But make sure when you say that's enough does not come from a place of reaction. Maintaining love in the heart, you can say
Thank you,
what you need.
Babaji. Ji.
Hridaya Preeti Moha Bachana Kathora, maintaining love in the heart, you can say whatever you have to say, and it's received. Good to see you, Urja.
Babaji.
Anyway, everybody, how is Sonoma?
Everything is good here. We've had some rain and yeah, things are moving along really well. I'm going to contact you on WhatsApp about the 25th anniversary. I'm very excited for that for you and everyone there.
Well, you are the person who has all the photographs before the digital age. So go through that, and from beginning to when the digital came in, go through all those photos. And I would like to have a real nice slideshow. And that's we can put it on a loop and it's playing. People could see the journey. So thank you, Javi, for doing that.
You're welcome, Babaji.
Vishwas, where are you? Anyway,
Hello, Babaji.
everybody.
Hello,
Vishwas,
Babaji. Yes, I'm
where-
here at home.
Okay. What is happening with you?
It's good. Everything's good. Daily sadhana is good. Everything is doing good.
All right. Blessings to you.
Thank you.
With this, I will end here, and I send my love and blessings to you all for together with your loved ones. May you be in good health, happiness, and touch one heart at a time. Take care of yourself. Make one person happy. Thank you all.
Thank you,
Thank you, Baba.
Babaji.
Thank you, Babaji.
Bye, Babaji.
Thank you, Baba.
Pranam, Babaji.
I'm just sitting here looking at you. You can continue out. Go to sleep. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you, Baba.
Tom, Tom, how is it in Tahiti? Every time I look at you, I think of Tahiti. You are still on mute.
There we go. Hello, Babaji.
How are you, Tom?
I'm doing well. Getting over a little cold, but my environment is very conducive to healing, both physical and emotional and mental. So I feel very fortunate in my life here. I was having a question too, the same as Reggie was asking, because I'm working with a person, in a sense, after your advice was to do seva without ego. And I find that while I'm with that person doing this tweet talk, and I find that as I'm talking, I feel very seriously that I'm doing the seva part very well. And then we part, and the person leaves, and I'm here, and I start questioning myself and going, wow, maybe how much of that is me and my ego feeling good because I'm making someone smile, instead of being like, just accepting what it was and what it is, which is a wish to help genuinely help someone get over some difficulties that they're experiencing in their life. And it's kind of a throwback to my time as a social worker and as a counselor, and as a social work counselor in California, which was and a very moving and very, very educational experience for me. And when I'm here in this country now, this little island, and I find people are same everywhere in the world. We all have our issues, we all have our problems, we all cry, we all are sad, we all are happy, and it goes through the whole spectrum, as well as the abnormalities involved in living. And I was trying to think of some way to bring a realization of those two levels that we are kind of closer together. The level where we are, all emotional, all crazy, and the other part that is a straight spiritual line, and this is the part I'm having.
What happens, I would recommend enjoy the time that you are giving to that person. Afterwards, don't think about it, because it's like looking at a flower. You are appreciating the flower. You are smelling the fragrance. Thinking about it later on is like taking that flower and just dissecting it. So don't think about it. Just enjoy the moment. That moment is the divine moment in your life.
Very good.
And
thank you, sir.
yes, don't think about too much about yourself.
Yeah, too much
So
thought.
good to Yes, thank you.
Baba,
Thank
I
you
have
very
a
much.
question.
Yes, Louis.
That is, I know, and I am paying attention to my attention and where I'm focused, and yet there is so much fear and sadness about what's happening in the world and how to come back to the trust of the divine with all of the chaos and what humanity is creating for humanity.
Trust is the only medicine for that. We have seen worst periods. We have seen worst things that have happened that mankind has done to itself. And here we are. So this time, we think of time as a linear. Time is not linear. But this time where we are is just a little dot on this whole span of time. It will pass. It will pass. I guarantee it will pass. So what you need to do is not lose yourself. And our life is precious, our time is precious, not waste our time worrying. If I can't do anything about changing the situation of the world, at least I can do something about changing me and my reaction to it. So don't go towards the fear. If you start looking for it, if you set out to go and look for it, you'll find it. If you set out to go look for the good, you'll find that. So if you can't do anything about it, don't sit and worry and be angry. Shift your attention and do some good. You can't do anything about it, so have trust, it will pass. It's good to see you and Mike.
Good to see you.
Uh-huh. Thank you, everybody. I wish I could invite you all to Varanasi on the March 4th, but you will be here. I send my love and blessings to you. Thank you.